You're listening to Not So Live from Asteroid G. I'm Mike Finkelstein. With me, as always, is...
Josh Schaefer from the Capitol.
and
Queen Bee.
There we go. The Capitol. So, isn't that District 1?
District 1 is
District
the
1 is the capital, yeah. So, Josh Schaefer from District 1, but you're way too old to participate in the Hunger Games.
No, they don't participate from District 1, Mike.
That's what we're talking about.
I
mean, unless they're doing like their sesquicentennial celebration.
I watch it and watch the poor people fight each other so we can enslave them
That's
longer.
not true. They have people from
District 1 does?
District 1,
Yeah, District
yes.
1. All the districts put someone up. Usually the winners are from like District 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
Richie
I was
districts.
wrong.
Because they're the ones who get all the money to survive.
But it's usually 18 or unders that serve, unless it's a sesquicentennial, which I didn't say correctly the second time, with 25 years. They do their special 25-year celebration. They can change the rules and do whatever the fuck they want because they're evil.
Quince Centennial.
Quince Centennial. That's 15, isn't it?
I don't know Spanish.
Sesquicentennial.
So.
25.
Okay.
I don't speak Spanish.
That's Latin, I believe.
We don't speak that either.
I don't speak anything except, to quote the Fifth Element, I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English.
In that case, I speak 3.
I also speak bad Spanish.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, then I speak lots more languages.
So the Capitol doesn't technically count as a district.
Josh isn't from a district at all. Josh is homeless.
I'm homeless.
So you're from the capital. So which district would you be from?
You'd be a coal miner.
Sir, not appearing in this picture.
You wouldn't be from any of the districts?
No, I do not have the skills to be able to survive out in any of the rural districts, and I'm not like pompous enough to be in any of the capital districts. I would have been killed very quickly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Good to know.
So the Hunger Games. That's what we're going to talk about, though. We'll probably evolve onto other like YA movies as well, because I don't think we're going to be able to get 15 minutes out of just the Hunger Games. But the Hunger Games.
There were 3 movies. 4 movies.
4 movies. 3 stories, 4 movies. Don't care about them. That's my
Okay.
problem.
That's your problem.
They're okay.
Okay.
Like, the first movie was actually kind of decent. The second movie was basically the first movie all over again with a different ending. And then the last 2 were pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I think
They separated the wrong one. The second, because I read the
more
books
interesting?
too.
Yeah.
The second book should have been the 2 movies, not the last book.
I can see that.
Best part about Hunger Games, though, is that they
Jennifer
do
Lawrence
have
is in it.
they have really
he's
good
all about it.
costuming.
They
They
do.
have really good costuming.
It's got-
Didn't they get an award for costuming too?
It has a phenomenal like setting and sense of place. It sells you on what it is. It has no problem like establishing the layout and the effects and everything about it and making you believe you're watching this futuristic world. I'm less sold on the story and the characters and why I should care.
Its parody was really funny.
The Hungrier Games?
The Hungry Games, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was hilarious. You should watch it. It's
I've
very
never
funny.
seen it or heard of it.
Okay.
It's like the Scream parodies and
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know
the
if I can get into
Alien
that.
parodies and all those.
So I have a question about the Hunger Games for those that actually know more about this than I do. Why are the games being fought aside from to kill kids?
Josh, being from the capital, you should know this.
Like, why are they called the Hunger Games? Explain this to me.
Well, there's a cornucopia.
Explain it to me. Come on.
Man, you didn't give me any prep time for this.
Well,
You've
it's
known
in the
we were
first
gonna record
chapter
this
of
for
the
an
first
hour.
book.
An
So
hour? We've been talking about Ghostbusters for an hour.
there was a major, from what I remember, there was a major uprising.
Yeah.
Okay. And in order to, I guess, bring peace back to the
World
world,
of whatever it's called.
right?
And
They created
remember
this
that
kind of
part.
Hunger Games to.
They went bankrupt in the 80s. Get it right.
They created this game to basically forge peace, which really didn't forge peace. It really just brought power to the capital. Is basically all it did.
So that's why they're that's why they hold the games. Why are they Hunger Games though?
Because people were hungry and then they get food.
There's what's
Well, the
they get
uprising
food?
was very similar to the French Revolution. So people didn't have food to eat.
Okay.
None of the areas were substantial enough in any multitude of.
I'm asking all this because none of this is established in the first movie.
Well, it's established in the book.
Yes, but you shouldn't have to read the book to understand the movie.
I agree, but that's
Okay.
and they do kind of establish it in the movie.
Not
It's
well
at the
enough for me to
very
notice it.
beginning,
So, according to the internet,
Oh God.
the intranet.
So are we back to hating on Lady Ghostbusters again?
no, just ladies.
Oh.
But
I'll leave now.
it's
then.
called the Hunger Games because starvation is actually usually the primary cause of death
Okay.
in
the games?
In the games.
Which never happens in the movies.
No.
Everyone just dies.
Well, in the books, it
Usually
like
by
the
some
games
kind
take
of sharp object.
Usually
in
by
the
Katniss.
eye.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
like the books, like the games take weeks, not just hours.
Like
in
few,
the book.
the span of an hour and a half, and
They've
Katniss
become
kills
more
everyone.
efficient over the years.
Jennifer Lawrence is really good at what she does.
She really was.
Those other actors, I'm so sorry for them. But is there a prize for the Hunger Games for winning?
Yeah, you
What?
get to be on TV,
Is that it?
and you get to live, and you,
You
get
live,
government
you never have to
subsidized
go,
housing.
Yeah, you never go back. You won't starve. Basically, is because you're now in the lap of luxury of whatever area you're in.
Yeah,
Which is barely anything in District 13 where she's from.
Right.
she's in District
She's out in
12.
the boonies.
She gets a
Yeah.
blown out townhouse that's like half covered in weeds, and that's the lap of luxury, huh? Wow.
For District 13, it's better than
Wow.
sitting
13
outside in
was
the
the
rain with
visible
the
one.
It makes
with
you
the bread thrown at
It
your
makes
face.
you wonder why the Capitol was so gung ho to have the like Districts 1 and 2 win when it would have been way cheaper to let District 13 win.
13 didn't exist.
Whatever.
It's 12.
14.
12.
18.
12.
Apparently this really
Is
bothers
it
Josh.
District
District
12?
13, I don't
District
remember.
13 got bombed out, didn't it?
Yeah, that was the one that was
Yeah.
that they lost during the revolution or whatever.
So I'm sure that's what the prequel that they're writing right now is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they writing one?
She's writing one, and they're going to make. They've already signed
Put
like a
your
3-picture
book away.
deal.
Oh my
It's supposed to
God.
be out. I think the first book's supposed to come out.
Hey,
in
maybe
March,
they'll explain
May.
it.
Wouldn't that be nice? So
I'll probably still read it because I'm.
So did you like the books?
Yeah,
and
the books were
movies?
awesome.
Well, Josh can only read to a certain level, so
Third
the
grade
YA
is the level.
is his reading.
Oh, wow. That was rough. Sorry, Josh.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
Sorry, Josh.
I'm reading a book by Tony Danza now.
Is it called I'm the Boss?
It's
Because if it's not,
about,
I'm sad.
It's about him teaching high school kids in New Jersey,
Yeah.
and it's weirdly good.
Wasn't that called Dangerous Minds and it starred
Yes.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
It's literally Dangerous Minds, but with Tony Danza.
That sounds in every way like 80% worse than Dangerous
It's
Minds.
autobiographical. But
Doesn't
anyway,
sound it.
And it's
No, I
probably
know.
lies upon lies.
Tony Danza's a saint.
No, he's not.
Then his next book will be about how he's the inspiration for Danzig. Tony Danzig.
I wish I liked metal because they had the Tony Danza extravaganza. And that's my favorite band name ever, but I can't get back. I
That is
don't like
actually
that
pretty
tone of
amazing.
music.
Tony
What were we
Danza
talking about?
Extravaganza.
Oh, Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, my reading level, which is quite good.
But the Hunger Games, though, like as whether or not you like the movies, and again, I thought the first movie was decent. Second movie is decent. I don't think it was as good as the first one, but it was still decent. And the third two are pretty boring. The two
Which one does Lenny Kravitz die in? Is that the first one or the second?
Second.
He
one,
makes
I
it to the
think.
second film? Okay.
couldn't have happened
think.
soon enough?
I like Lenny Kravitz.
He was all right. And Philip Seymour Hoffman died
And
in
I like
real life in the
Elizabeth
third
Banks in that. Elizabeth Banks?
Yeah, she's in all of those.
I liked her in those.
one. It was cast pretty well, I thought.
But whether or not you like the movies themselves, like the Hunger Games not only started Jennifer Lawrence's career, which
Yes.
will not die now apparently. No matter
And
how,
Liam Helmsworth.
No matter how many movies she tries to ruin her career.
yeah, I mean the last couple X-Men movies, those were pretty bad. Passengers.
I think she even knew that they were bad. That's
Yeah.
the sad
I
part.
She
think
knew in the
everyone in
last
the
two.
X-Men X-Wing movies.
And I don't
X-Men
think she
movies.
realized how bad Passengers was until it came out.
Yeah, that had some editing issues.
That had some story issues.
It had some issues.
She was in was it the spy movie Red Sparrow?
Red Sparrow,
Red
which
Sparrow.
is actually
I
pretty
thought
decent.
that was
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Pretty decent
Yeah.
for what it was. Like, I think it tried to have one too many twists in the end and kind
Yeah.
of fell apart on itself. But then the same could be said for Atomic Blonde, which is another film in that kind of same genre. And that one's, again, one twist too many to really sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood's trying to go back to the M. Night Shyamalan twist movie thing.
Stop.
right?
No one. The reason.
He's still making movies. They don't have to go back to it.
Yeah, he's still making terrible movies.
Right, but
Yes.
it's him. Let
Yeah.
him do his thing. You don't
His
have to
terrible
copy
thing.
it. Yeah.
Him and you bowl need to do
Wee ball. Wee Ball's another terrible director, but thankfully neither of them have done YA movie. Well, no, I can't say that because
a Avatar: The
Last Airbender, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Thanks, M. Night Shyamalan.
I did watch that one
Yeah,
because the child had me watch.
your child
Yes,
who
my
liked
child.
Avatar and anime.
Who liked the anime Avatar. He did say that the movie was Drek, and he was right. After I watched it, I
It's-
could agree.
A wretched piece of shit.
I mean,
I watched the
Uncle
trailer, I
Iroh
was like-
shouldn't even have been Uncle Iroh. He was way too skinny.
Okay,
I can't get
Just saying.
I can't get past the fact that the kid has an arrow on his head.
because he's an airbender. But I
Let it
don't,
go,
don't
dude. It's a tattoo.
care. I don't fucking care.
It's a glow in the dark tattoo.
I can't get into the show because of this and the fact that it's anime.
it's American anime,
Doesn't
But
matter.
it has a flying water buffalo.
It's not a selling point.
and he has a tattoo.
But
tattoo.
like,
A tattoo.
but for the while there, the Hunger Games managed to launch an entire like fleet of like YA adaptions.
Okay.
It and Twilight.
Because he had like the Percy Jackson
We
universe
can all
that kind of
agree
came
that
out
Twilight
of that.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twilight does suck. Yeah,
Because glowy Dracula should not exist.
although I will say the third movie of that entire series of 5 was actually pretty decent.
Okay.
I
the
can't say
only
I've seen
one.
any of them.
It's the first, second, third, and first, second, fourth, and fifth are all absolute garbage. But I run a Castlevania website that reviews vampire movies, among other things. So I watched all of them. The third one's actually pretty watchable.
Which one is the third one?
Is that
The
Eclipse?
third one? I don't know the names.
Is that Werewolves of Mars?
You might actually be right that it's Eclipse.
That's the only one I know
Eclipse?
off the top of my head.
I think you're right because I want to say I was looking at my website recently and the second one is New Moon. So the third one's Eclipse, and because the
Eclipse.
fourth one is Breaking Dawn.
Right. And it's
'Cause
a 4 and
who's
5
Dawn?
is Breaking Dawn.
Yeah, because I always remember that one because I really want to call it Breaking Wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one sticks in my head. So I think you're right. I really think it actually is
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Wow, I do.
Yeah.
I got an accidental trivia point.
That means you actually know Twilight.
Oh, no.
Feel bad with yourself.
I read the first page of the first book.
That was probably enough.
Shame. Ding ding.
Yeah, because there was also like there was The Host. Oh, and of course the Harry Potter movies are YA like out
Well, those
the
came
ass.
out
Yeah, they are.
before.
Yeah.
But I like all of the Harry Potters. I mean, they're not all great, but majority of them are decent to watch.
But it was Hunger Games that really established that one trend of let's take the last
Dystopian.
movie. Well, let's take that last movie and split it in two.
No,
Which Harry Potter then had to do because it made money, and Twilight had to do because it made money.
There was another one, Beautiful Creatures, I think is a YA.
That was the one they tried to get, and then it crashed. And then they tried to do like a
Maze
TV
Runner.
Isn't
continuation
there's like
of
a
it.
shadow something?
Yeah, Shadow Things was part of that one, I think.
Yeah,
and
that one's
crashed.
terrible.
Yeah, the Maze Runner 3 movies. That one they didn't even split into 3
No.
because the YA boom is basically dead. And then there was the
Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
Percy Jackson didn't go more than 2 movies because those movies were garbage.
Those books
were
aren't too
garbage.
bad though. They're kind of cool.
Your reading level again?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, but the movies, like the first movie actually was kind of halfway okay for a Greek gods Harry Potter kind of thing. Like the second one, like
Was
they
stupid.
they
never
recast half the interesting actors in it, and they like completely changed the lead female and made her useless.
Yes,
Yeah, it was really bad.
it was bad.
And if that's how it was in the books too, that's tragic.
No, it was not. At least the few that I read.
There was also Divergent. That was
Yes.
another one of those.
Oh yeah.
The Divergent series that no one cared about and crashed after 3 movies and they never finished it.
Shaylee Wooley or whatever her last name is, she sucks.
Is that the
She
one where
sucked in her TV show and she sucked in the movie, and I don't know why anybody likes her. She can't act.
Is that the one where they had she took a test or something and
Yes.
Yeah.
To determine what cast you go into.
Yeah, that trailer looked awful.
It's kind of like a more modern Hunger Games kind of situation.
what they should do. Just bring back Logan's Run.
They are actually working on
Oh,
bringing
no.
back Logan's
Please,
Run.
you were
Yes.
joking.
Yeah.
Please don't give Hollywood ideas.
They
need
are.
to stop
They're
bringing
working
shit
on
back.
So for a while there, Bryan Singer was attached to actually make a remake of Logan's Run. Yeah. So, and they actually did do a remake once already. That like after the movie was successful in the 80s, they did a TV show that lasted a season. I know because I own it. Haven't watched it because the movie was wretched. My God, it's bad. But yeah, I mean, it's basically that's YA fodder right there as well. No, honestly, if they updated the basic concept of it and didn't have it be quite so 70s, because that movie's really 70s.
It is really
Yeah,
70s,
really
but you know
70s.
it's one of our sister's favorite movies.
She can think that.
Just saying. She watched it a lot as a kid.
So
Yeah, I mean, YA stuff, just throw dystopian shit in there. And
Yeah, you can pick
wild.
anything and make it dystopian, and suddenly it's like YA and awesome. So,
Yeah, as long as you have young actors in it, and
but the only ones of this whole boom that were worth watching was like the first couple Hunger Games and a fair middle portion of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, because didn't they try to make The Giver into a movie too?
They did. They made a Giver.
They did.
They did.
It looked awful.
And I don't know.
And it was awful.
and
And
it didn't
isn't
get
there
a
one
sequel.
called The Gift as well?
Yes.
And that was also awful.
Like I'm
At
trying to
least
think
they
of
kill
a
babies in that one, so.
Yeah, they tried to make that Chronicles of Narnia for Atheists movie, the Golden Compass.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
And then that one did poorly in movie theaters, although I think it's because no one wanted to see Nicole Kidman at the time. And then
I mean, that movie was just awful.
there you go. And now they do a TV show, which I hear is much more true.
It's
to
awesome.
Well, I've heard conflicting because I also heard
I liked
people
it.
like
I've
it's
heard
kind of
conflicting too.
crap too.
I mean, I like the books, but it's more in line with the books. I read a
Narnia
lot
for
of like
atheists.
it's very
He's
anti-church.
reading Tony Danza right now.
Yes.
That should have told you a lot.
I was trying not to rip on you too bad.
I mean, I threw that out there willingly.
I read the Discworld series, so yeah, that has
I haven't
actually a
started
few
that yet.
YA books in it too.
I'm not currently reading anything.
At least I'm reading.
Elitist.
I get all my news source in pill form.
Nothing. I'm reading nothing.
So, but yeah, no, I guess in short, the Hunger Games are good, and I also blame them for a bunch of the crap theater movies that we've gotten lately.
Well, I mean, once
Thanks.
one movie gets money, like
Yeah.
every studio's gonna try their
So
own.
I guess the lesson really to be learned is let's be glad Passengers didn't make more money.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, you also don't like Chris Pratt, and I think that added to your dislike
Most
of
people shouldn't
Passengers.
like Chris Pratt. He's a douche.
I'm just saying. I actually kind of like Chris Pratt, but I liked him up until a certain period of time.
I did too. I like his character in Parks and Rec. I like him in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
I pretty much hate everything he's done since.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else he's been in, but I think
Guardians of the
I agree
Galaxy
with that.
2, Passengers,
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven.
Oh, sorry.
He
Things
turned
that he was
action
good
hero,
in.
and there was there's some issues with that.
He went Bruce Willis.
He starts
did.
playing the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah, over and over. A lot of stars do that, but not all of them become gigantic douchebags
Will
in and
Smith.
out of their movies. Yeah.
I want to see a good Will Smith movie again. I miss those.
Aladdin was actually pretty decent.
Was it?
Yeah.
A lot. The remake is actually pretty good.
You went and watched it?
Yeah, I've seen Aladdin. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. It's not the animated movie,
Well, obviously.
and that's actually it's a lot further from the animated movie than I expected Disney to go.
Yeah. See, I know we're not talking about Disney movies right now, but this is like my biggest pet peeve is people say, I don't want to watch the live action Disney movies because I already watched the cartoons. We don't need
Yeah.
remakes of those. But then like Mulan comes out, which is wildly different than the cartoon. They're like, where's Mushu? I want Mushu to be in there because he was in the original.
I will say this: you don't need to see The Lion King.
I don't want to see The Lion King.
It's shot for shot. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's shot for shot and worse. So
you
that
don't
one's
have to see Lady and the Tramp either. It's pretty much shot
shot
for shot.
I mean, I
and
know
worse.
it's,
There's one part that isn't shot for shot. The rest of it is shot for shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the Aladdin one, is that it took inspiration from the source material, but kind of made its own thing. And unfortunately, to bring it back on topic, a lot of the YA novels don't know how to take inspiration from the source material when they're becoming movies. Like the best of the Harry Potter ones were the ones that kind of diverged and did their own thing. Like the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban, fantastic movie.
the last two I thought were pretty good too.
The two-parter or the ones that
two-parter.
Deathly Hollers.
Deathly Howlers?
Hollows.
Watching Justified again.
Oh, Justified.
Justified.
It was justified. Just put him in everything. Suddenly he's in Harry Potter,
Timmy
and I'm watching
Oliphant?
it.
Yeah, I'd watch Timothy Oliphant.
just playing
in
himself.
anything.
That's
It was just fine. And whoever it was, Walter Goggins.
yeah.
Just put them
Just
in
the two of them in everything. Doesn't matter what they're playing. Just have them in
When's
there.
Walter Goggins show up?
Shut up. Who cares?
He needs to kill Snape.
He likes westerns.
yeah.
Goggins.
Oh yeah.
So you can put him in pretty much any western.
Walton Goggins was
yeah.
the best part of Aladdin.
You know, they're really upset about that whole thing where the actor who plays the prince, who's in the movie for like all of 3 seconds,
Yeah.
is getting a spin-off from
Yeah,
Aladdin.
you bitched about this the
Yeah.
last time we did podcasts.
What?
So there's there's a prince that's in the movie that wasn't in the original animated film, which is
Correct.
the white prince from who's not. I don't think he's from Arendelle, but he's from a region around there in Disney continuity.
Okay.
He comes to woo Princess Jasmine because, as they established in both versions of the movie, everyone is trying to woo Princess Jasmine because she's available. And if you have 7 sons, you need to go send one of them off to woo this chick.
Right.
So he's white and very dumb and actually kind of funny in the movie. He's getting a spin-off on a Disney Plus show because the actor pitched it and was like, I want to do this and I think it'd be funny. And it's just going to follow him on his own adventures. And there are people that are upset because the whitewashed character is getting his own TV show.
Instead of Aladdin, who can't really have a spin-off of Aladdin because Aladdin
He's in
is
Aladdin.
the movie.
Even the cartoon that they did that was a spin-off of the movies fit in between 2 of the movies.
Yeah.
Like it was still their adventures. Yeah. So
In any case, going back to he might have actually been in one of the Hunger Games. Just
it's probably true. There's enough white actors in
It's
there; they all
entirely
show up
possible.
eventually. All of white Hollywood showed up in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lenny Kravitz.
You said White Hollywood.
He's half.
So, we got anything else further on this topic?
On which topic?
Any
Games.
of them?
We kind of
We wandered a lot.
we went a little
Hunger
divergent.
Games.
Oh, yeah, you brought back
And I feel like I'm kind of maze running right now
with Percy Jackson.
with Percy Jackson.
But you're a beautiful creature.
I am a beautiful creature.
Fairies. There's got to be one that has the Fae in it somewhere. I'm sure.
Beautiful creatures.
Was it?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they're taken over by an alien host from The Host, written by the chick who wrote all those books. And with that, this has been Not So Live from Asteroid G. I'm Mike Finkelstein,
Josh Schaefer.
number 1 with fingers in the air,
I can't whistle right now.
And Queen Bee.
and we will see you next time.